Underneath the miter saw, as you can see, I have some storage. I keep a Capex extractor here primarily for the saw, but of course if I'm using the Domino or the TS55 track saw, it's there at hand. I just simply detach the extraction nozzle and fit it in, and then I can use it straight onto the table here for whatever work I'm doing. So I have other tools in here, DeWalt and Bosch and odds and ends. So all the tools really there that I need. At this side of the workshop I have a workbench that I made a few years ago. Pretty basic, but does exactly what I wanted to do. Above I have cabinets that store glues and other tools, metal fixings, dominoes, etc. And what we have here beside the cabinet saw is we have a router table. It's an unusual configuration. The big SIP10 table saw here, first class saw, 3 horsepower, high torque induction, very powerful saw. I'm delighted with it. Good fence, flat beds, plenty of power, good saw. I took off the wing, as you can see, and I've placed in here the Charnwood router table, lovely cast iron router table. That sits happily beside the saw, offering me support with the saw. And underneath, as you can see, we have a large Hitachi 1/2-inch collet router, very powerful, very well balanced, smooth machine. So I will step over this oak. I have three big beams of oak here on the floor, and they're going to be used for 3 oak doors. So this gives you a better view of the table. The table saw. Beyond the table saw, I have a large outfeed table that's very useful if I'm ripping down full sheets. And this wall to the right hand side of the table is about 16 foot 7 inches approximately. So that allows me to feed a full-size sheet into the saw, and of course, just as importantly, out of the saw. So this is a strange configuration here. As you can see, we have a Y connection here from the extractor. The reason for that is one to the right is hooked up to the saw. The one to the left will be hooked up to an overhead saw crown guard, or it can act actually as an auxiliary option if I need suction at any time. So if we pan back here, we have a Draper drill press, super machine. It's only 1/2 horsepower, but a very solid machine, plenty of power for all I need. Sitting beside it, of course, is the Shepik planer thicknesser. Rock solid machine, 3 1/4 horsepower, cast iron beds, lovely 10-inch wide beds, so I can rip down wide boards, I should say, I can plane and thickness wide boards. So a super machine. I added this little table at the end just for a little bit of extra support, but a excellent machine. And as I say, the wide beds on it are absolutely fabulous. You've got an incredible 10-inch, just slightly over 10 inches here, and very flat tables, German built, excellent machine. And of course underneath is the thicknesser. So as we go over to this section of the shop beside the drill press, this is where I have my clamps. It could be a little neater, and I'm endeavouring to do that. I don't think you can ever have enough clamps. I'm very blessed to have some big Bessey clamps here, and they're just brilliant clamps, and always in use. So just a quick roundup, guys, on the workshop. I'm just so happy with it. It allows me to carry out the work that I want. The extractor, I'm going to do a separate show on that, because it's so important to have good dust extraction in the workshop, and people think you have to spend a fortune to achieve this. You actually don't, and I'm going to show you how I achieve mine, and I'm sure experts will be able to question it, but it works for me, and it wasn't as expensive as I thought. So that's all I have to say, folks. Thank you for watching. I hope to shoot some new videos in the very near future. Bye.